Good morning, everyone. My name is Tatiana, and welcome to this short grounding flow. This practice I've intended to be done outside, but for those of you with sensitivities or practicing indoors, you're going to need one of these. For the rest of us, I recommend you get rid of that. So grounding, aka earthing, refers to the benefits received from making direct contact with the earth every day, which in other cultures and to the laws of nature is not something up for scientific discovery or debate, but rather an inherent fact of life. So we're going to get started today in child's pose. For those of you still on the mat and outside, I recommend you bring your knees up higher towards your top side of the mat so that your hands touch the ground when you come down into child's pose. So for child's pose, bring your big toes to touch behind you, send your hips back, then walk your hands out. Bring your forehead to the earth. Yes, we're gonna get a little bit dirty and we might have some visitors or critters, but what is a human being without dirt, without the earth? It is our element where we're born out of. Just like a fish is not afraid of water, we should not be afraid of the earth. Take a deep breath in, lengthen through your spine. Exhale. Let some tension go. When I'm in a child's pose and I have my hands in the ground, I like to envision kind of touching the ground as if I were holding the hand of somebody I love, somebody I know who loves me unconditionally, like a grandparent or a friend. And exchanging that energy with the ground. Two more breaths here. On your next inhale, gently press your hands into the ground and walk your hands in to come into a kneeling position. And from here, we're just going to come into sort of tabletop, but we're still keeping more of our weight towards the back. We're going to do some wrist push-ups. So very important for primal flows to warm up the wrists. Very simple. You're going to lift the heels of your hands up and then press them down. Lift up and down. And the more you bring your weight forward, the tougher these will be. So keep doing that. Fun fact, we don't have any muscles in our fingers. The muscles live in the palm of our hands and our forearms, which you should feel burning right about now. Give me 5 more. You got it. 3, 2, 1. Release. You can shake that out. Come into your regular tabletop this time, knitting your core in. You're going to tuck your toes and gently lift your knees just a couple inches away from the ground. Take a deep breath here. Coming into your bear pose. On your next inhale, bring your knees over to the right. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, bring your knees over to the left. And just keep going like this. And this time when you come over to the right, maybe you bring your top hand to your head and extend your bottom foot out as if you're kicking something out. We don't promote violence here, but if you got to imagine kicking something, that is what we want to do. Really kick your leg out and come back to center. Maintain a low stance. We got 8 of these. Let's go. These are our kick throughs. Make sure you're breathing. Really waking up our core and our whole body this morning. Just a couple more. Last 2. All right, and come back to center. Hold in your bear pose. Take a deep breath in. And on your exhale, send your hips back into downward facing dog. In this downward facing dog, just take a deep breath. Arrive here. Really sending your upper body towards your thighs. On your next inhale, extend your left leg up high, coming into your 3-legged dog. On your exhale, bring left knee to left elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale, bring left knee to right elbow. Really crunch in. Inhale, extend. On your next exhale, bring your foot in between your palms. We're going to set up our back foot for warrior two. So we're bringing it parallel to our invisible mat. Our front heel is perpendicular to our back arch. Inhale, open up into your warrior two. Staying low in your warrior. Really squeeze your shoulder blades back behind you, draw them down. Breathe here. On your next exhale, extended side angle. Bring the top of your right forearm to the top of your right knee. What you're not doing here is collapsing. Here we're staying upright, using our core to lengthen ourselves. Inhale, keep the lower body the same. Reach the opposite hand up and over, coming into our reverse warrior. Again, we're lifting up and out of our hips, finding length here. Exhale, extend the front leg, coming into star pose. Really lengthen here. Feel how nice it is to have your legs straight again. And on your exhale, bring your hands to your hips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, we're gonna fold forward, coming into our wide-legged forward fold. Bring your hands to the mat if we like, for extra stability. If you have a handstand practice, this is a great time. For the rest of us, or for those of us still waking up this morning, we can clasp at either elbow, coming to a wide-legged ragdoll fold, allowing our head to hang heavy. And as much as you can, keeping the weight either even through the feet or shifting forward slightly to let our head be a little bit heavier, and stretch out through our spine. Exhale, release the hold of your elbows, and we're just gonna shift our body towards our right leg, turning our right leg towards the back of the mat as we turn our whole body to the back of the mat, our invisible mat. Left knee can come down, coming into your runner's lunge. Don't worry that we're facing the opposite direction. This is a mandala flow, so we're gonna go all the way around. You can stay high on your tippy fingers here if you have short arms like me. Most important thing is that we're keeping our hips heavy towards the front, so we feel a stretch through the front of our hip flexor, the front of our leg. On your next exhale, press your left hand down. You can bend your left heel in towards your glute, coming to a quad stretch. Again, you're keeping your hips low. You're not reaching the hips you're not lifting the hips in order to reach for the leg. Rather, you're staying nice and low. If you're not quite grasping the foot, that's totally okay. You'll still feel the stretch. My quads are very tight, so this is always really intense for me. So it can be good to take deep breaths here. Imagining with every exhale, you're letting go a little bit more of that tension, relaxing more into the pose. Exhale, gently release the hold of the leg. Come back to center and send your hips back the opposite direction this time, coming into your half splits. Really sending the straightened legs hip back and the other hip forward. You're going to feel that stretch through the back of your leg and calf. You can flex your toes towards you. Exhale, come back to center. Lift the back knee, and you might want to widen your right foot a little bit more towards your right hand, and then step the left foot to the top, coming into your malasana, your yogi squat. If your heels are lifted from the ground, that's totally okay. The most important thing here is that we're keeping our chest nice and lifted. On your next inhale, open up into a twist. Both arms open up wide. Doesn't matter which side you picked, we're going to do both. On your exhale, maybe you clasp your hands behind you. If you have short arms like me, this might be a little bit tough, but it's okay to try. Again, most important thing here is that we're not collapsing forward. We're maintaining a nice high stance in our yogi squat, and then rolling that lifted shoulder back to open up towards the sky. Keep breathing here. Exhale, gently release. Come back to center. We're going to press both hands in towards the mat, this time stepping the right foot back. So we're coming into our low runner's lunge on the second side. Our hips staying heavy towards the front. Feeling the stretch through the front of our other leg now. If you took it on the other side, press your right hand down, lift your right heel in towards your glute to come into your quad stretch. Again, deep breaths here to help release any tension through this big muscle group. On your next exhale, release without slingshotting the leg. Send your hips back, coming into your half splits on the second side. Again, straighten leg, hip goes back, and the other hip shifts forward. You'll feel that stretch through the back of your calf. Are you all dirty yet like me? Totally normal, totally okay. And it can be a little bit fun. Exhale, shift forward. Coming into your low lunge once again, lift your back knee off the ground. And we're going to come back, step back into our yogi squat, malasana. This time, inhale, lengthen the opposite side, coming into your twist. And if you took that bind on the other side, I highly recommend you try on this side. Totally okay if one side feels very different than the other. I know it does for me. Again, rolling that lifted shoulder back and down, looking up, staying nice and straight and not collapsing forward. Exhale, gently release. Bring your hands in towards center. Press your hands down into the ground. Lift your hips up. Coming into your forward fold. We're just here for a moment, just to release any tension. From here, press, sink back down as if you're going to come into your yogi squat, and just send your right leg back, setting up your feet for warrior two on the second side. Inhale, open up. Coming into your warrior two. You can flip your palms up towards the sky. This engagement you feel when you do that in your shoulders is the same stance I want you to keep when you flip your palms down. Exhale, extended side angle. Bring the left forearm to the left knee, reaching the right arm up and over, finding that length in your upper body. Inhale, reverse your warrior. Lower body stays the same. I know it burns. Keep breathing. Lift up out of your hips. Exhale, straighten the leg. Come into star pose. I'm going to turn to face you, but you stay where you're at. Coming into star pose. From this star pose, bring your hands in towards heart center. Bring heels in, toes out. And sit down into your goddess pose. So in this pose, I want you to imagine like you are a horse rider, an equestrian, and you're sitting down on your horse, keeping a nice long seat through your upper body. Bring both thumbs to the insides of your knees. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring one shoulder down over to one side. Doesn't matter which side. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist to the other side. Two more like this. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lengthen. And straighten your legs, release. Then bring your hands to your hips. Here you can fold over your legs, taking a nice wide-legged forward fold, releasing any tension through your jaw. From here, we're just going to shift over towards our right leg, coming into a low lunge. pressing our hands down into the ground, sending our leg back, coming into downward facing dog once again. Inhale, lengthen the right leg up, three-legged dog on the second side. Exhale, bring your right knee to your right elbow, crunch in. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, bring your right knee to your left elbow, crunch in. Inhale, lengthen, and release the leg back down. On your next inhale, lift the left leg up high, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring the left knee towards your right elbow. This time, extending the left leg out and bringing our hand behind our head, coming into your fallen triangle. So you can stay here in your triangle, or for an extra challenge, if you're feeling a little bit squirrely, you can lift that bottom leg and hold it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. And then bring your hand back to the mat. Gently shift back into your downward facing dog. Taking a deep breath here. So as you can see, all that warm up we did in the beginning of class is paying off. We're going to go straight into the second side. Inhale, lengthen the right leg up towards the sky, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your right knee towards your left elbow. Extend the bottom leg. You can keep it on the ground, or for that extra challenge, lift the bottom leg up, holding for 5. Really tighten through your core. 3, 2, 1. Bring your hand back down towards the mat and send your hips back down into downward facing dog. Good job. Taking a deep breath in this downward facing dog. We're going to start to slow things down now. On your next inhale, bring your left knee towards your left elbow. This time, bring it right behind it and setting it down on the ground, coming into pigeon pose. Stay upright on your pigeon, really sinking your hips down low. Just starting to slow down our heart rate. On your next exhale, sink your hips over to the left side and twist forward towards the long edge of your invisible mat. From here, we're going to place our left hand down, reach our right arm up to lift our hips, coming into a modified wild thing, really opening our chest up towards the sky. Deep breath here, feeling the connection of our hand and our body to the ground. Exhale, we're going to swing our upper arm over to the other side and just switch the positioning of the legs to find the modified wild thing on the second side. Taking a look up towards the sky and the trees, congratulating us for our nice practice today. From here, you're just going to shift into your pigeon pose on this right leg. So facing towards the back this time. On your next exhale, you're going to press your hands into the mat, lift the back knee, just to send your foot back. And you can make your way onto your belly, whatever way you'd like to get there. We're going to bring each stacked forearms on top of each other, bring our forehead to our forearms. And you can just wiggle windshield wipers to release any tension through the low back. Release your legs. Bring your forehead to the mat or to the ground. And we're going to cactus our elbows out to the sides. On your next inhale, reach your right toes up towards the sky. On your exhale, twist your right toes over back behind you towards the left, coming into our healing wing. We're going to feel this stretch through the front of our heart and our chest, and our shoulders. That did a lot of work today. You might feel a little bit of a release through your lower back as well. Welcome it. On your next exhale, roll back to center, going straight into the second side. This time, lifting our left toes up towards the sky. Exhale, roll over towards the right. Your cactus shoulder and arm stay exactly where they are. You're going to feel this stretch through the front of that right arm and shoulder. Deep breaths here. The front arm can be used as a sort of a kickstand to help you with balance. If this is painful for any reason, you can always come out to skip this. Deep breaths here. On your next exhale, gently roll back to center. We're just going to straighten our arms out like Superman and just roll over onto whatever side you'd like, just to come into Shavasana, our final resting pose of class. So you can take a traditional Shavasana with your legs straightened out, or you can plant your feet into the ground and gently bring the ankles out so that your knees can knock in towards each other, finding this gentle resting pose. You can bring the hands or the palms down towards the ground. Thanking yourself and thanking the earth for the benefits of this practice. We'll only be here for a few breaths. On your next exhale, you can bring your knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a nice big squeeze. Exhale, roll them onto your right side, coming into fetal pose. Just gently to transition back into a seat, meeting me there in whatever way feels comfortable, with your hands out in front of your chest, into prayer or over your heart. We're going to end class as always with the mantra, I am happy, I am healthy, I am full of love. And we're going to take an inhale. On the exhale, we'll repeat. Deep breath in. Exhale, repeat. I am happy, I am healthy, I am full of love. Namaste, everyone. Thank you for practicing with me. I hope you got a little bit dirty. That's great for you. I bet you're going to sleep really good tonight. I know I do anytime I spend a lot of time outside or making connection to the ground. It is just so good for us. Thank you so much for practicing with me, and I look forward to seeing you guys on the next one. Bye.